Hey everybody, this is Dallin Koch with the Heber Valley Tourism Office. Thanks for joining us today as we talk about some of our highlights from the past year and some of the things that we are working on for the future. Thanks for taking some of the time to go through these slides. As you go through, you'll be able to hear the voices of all of our staff. You'll hear Jessica Broadhead, Jessica Turner, and Jana Brown as we talk about the different areas that we have going on for you guys and for how things have shaped up with our tourism. So as you go through the slides, go ahead, just push the arrow over and you'll hear our voices go over the slides and the things that we want you to know about what we have accomplished this past year. So take a few minutes and go through this, and we'll look forward to answering any questions you have in future time. To get things started, I wanted to share with you a brief excerpt from our 2021 annual report and some of the high-level numbers that we've monitored throughout the year, so that you can see what kind of successes we have seen. First off, you'll see the tourism personas that we have for our valley, the Valley's Edge, the Heber Valley, and the Backcountry. And so you can read more about those folks and how we market to them and where we send them to go in different places throughout our valley. Some things I would like to highlight and draw your attention to is first, some of those tourism numbers. Down there on the bottom left hand of your screen, the state parks have all seen a great visitation this last year. Over 2 million people visited Jordanelle, Deer Creek, and Wasatch County State Park, and then which is up from previous years. And also, research has shown that about 2 million people visit the Strawberry Reservoir on an annual basis. So that's kind of exciting. And then Heber Valley Railroad reached a pinnacle this year with 127,000 riders, so it's the most riders they've ever seen, and so that's exciting. And then the Homestead Crater reached a huge milestone, and they had their 1 millionth customer in 2021. So exciting for them, and good things that are happening over there. Some of the other things I'd like to point out are the tax numbers. So down the bottom on the right-hand side, you'll see transient room tax, sales tax, and restaurant tax. These are the things that we monitor to see what kind of visitation we're seeing here in the valley, and help us know if our efforts are paying off. So you can see there's been growth across all three of those over the past year, and so we're excited about that and look forward to continue that growth into 2022. Up at the top, you'll see some different numbers there. Some things I think are important for us to look at are, one is the hotel occupancy rate for the year was about 45.5%. It's a little bit down over 2020, or a little bit above over 2020, but still below our high water marks of the 2019. But we can see that with our ADR going up to 304, that is making up for it in some of the occupancy rates. So we're still seeing growth in our transit room tax. We did have a few new properties come online, like the Black Rock Resort, adding some more to our hotel pool, so we're excited about that. So you'll see some of that growth there. And one of the things that we're really try hard to do is collect email addresses, try to help market to the valley to people from outside the state. In 2021, we were able to get almost 6,300 emails, and we emailed them on a monthly basis to give them topics about things to do, where to stay, and all the fun things to do in Heber Valley. So we always look at that and try to keep that. Those are our currency, our weight in gold, if you will. Finally, just another thing is our website traffic was up, over 400,000 visits this year. That's significantly increased over the past few years. So we're excited about that. And then, so those are just some of the high-level numbers we wanted to share with you about what's happening in the valley. And right now, next time, I will pass this over to Jessica, and she'll talk to you some more about some of the marketing efforts going on. Thanks.
Hey, it's Jessica Broadhead here. I'm excited to share with you the results from our winter digital marketing campaign. Just as a reminder, we focus this campaign on the elite outdoors and the 50-50 family audiences, with messages to entice each group of travelers to Heber Valley for winter. we feel like our elite audience is more skewed towards the skier, but does include our family audience as well, so there's some crossover. And the family audience is more geared to everything else our Amazing Valley has to offer. So I'm just going to take you through some slides and let you know how our campaign went. We're pretty excited to share this with you. So here we go. This is just our campaign at a glance, letting you know where we were targeting out of state. So most of our digital marketing is happening outside of Utah. We found that people that come from out of state are more likely to stay longer and spend more money, and they won't balk at a higher rate for a hotel. So that's where we're focusing the majority of our effort, but we're also not forgetting our friends on the other side of the Wasatch Mountain Range. So this report will be mainly focused on our out-of-state markets, however. So our target geos out of state are Phoenix, Los Angeles, Denver, and San Francisco. This campaign launched towards the end of October and wrapped up at the end of January. And we used Sojourn, and that was for our digital ads and retargeting, and Storygize, which was a way for us to share stories from our blog, paid social, and the pay-per-click through Google Ads. And then just kind of showing you how our goals match with the metrics. One of our main goals was to generate awareness of the Heber Valley because we're still the redheaded stepsister to the behemoth next door. So through generating awareness, we are focusing on impressions and post-impression activity. And then we are looking to increase website traffic and brand engagement. So we're looking at the average time people are spending on our page at gohebervalley.com, the number of sessions and new users, so people who've never been to our site before, the click-through rates, and the engagement on our social media pages. And then last but not least is the low part of the funnel where people are actually buying. So this is where we're tracking trip planner usage, e-newsletter signups, travel guide requests, and hotel bookings. Through one of our ad servers, we're able to actually track people who have been served up our ads and who have purchased a room at one of our hotels, which is awesome. So this just describes the digital media channels that we're using. So the programmatic display and native, again, that is the Sojourn and the Storygize. So those are digital ads and they're formatted differently, each one. And then we have our paid social and our paid search. Here are some examples of our creative. So we've got the banner ads on the left. On the right, you'll see what it looks like for social, and then the two in the middle are what the Storygize ad would look like. It's actually probably the one on the bottom, and then it would forward people directly to that blog post on our site to read more. So it just includes a snippet of a story just to engage someone or get their attention, and then from there they would click through to our blog. Here's our campaign summary and some things that we learned throughout this process for winter. So we delivered over 15 million impressions. Our post-impression rate was 0.05%. So we were right on par with our summer campaign, which is awesome because winter has not typically been our high season. So I think that's a great number to see. Our engagement rate was 1%. We had a 1.45% for our summer campaign, and then we had 529 conversions. So this is trip planners, travel guides, and email signups. I think that's definitely something worth being excited about. And this is just, that number of 529 is just a number that's been tracked for this campaign specifically. That's not the total number of trip planners, travel guides and email signups that we've sent out over the course of this campaign. So let's see, I'll just give you a second so you can read some of these captions on here. There's nothing that really stands out to me to mention above and beyond that. Okay, so now we are moving on to our summer-fall marketing campaign, which will actually begin in April. Because we are marketing to people out of state with this campaign, we like to start it a couple of months before intended travel. So as people are thinking about where they're going to go for summer vacation, we are top of mind. So our two audiences that we are focusing on are the 50/50 family audience and the elite adventure audience. And then Love Communications provided some interesting data for us from destination analysts, and I just wanted to share some of that with you. So when travelers were asked what types of trips respondents are prioritizing in the next 12 months, 68.7% said they're most excited about family trips, which makes Heber Valley a great destination for summer vacation. And then 52.8% of survey respondents felt that the coronavirus situation would get better in the next month. And in comparison, in early January of 2022, this number was only 20%. So that was a significant increase, and people are feeling a lot more optimistic today than they were back in January. And then just more information about our elite outdoors audience, and the type of experience that they're hoping to have and things that they appreciate when it comes to travel. But another statistic from destination analysts are when asked what travel experiences respondents are prioritizing in the next 12 months, 53% said they would like to visit a new place that they have not seen before, and 50.5% said they would like to get away from crowds. And then on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being most excited, respondents answered 7.1 when asked about taking a weekend getaway in the next month. At the same time last year, that number was only 5.5. So again, people are just feeling more optimistic about traveling. They're still traveling to the less crowded destinations, and they're looking for something unique, and probably still have a lot of people who are looking to drive. This is just a little bit more information about the native ads that we're using through StoryJies and some of the topic ideas, and these topic ideas were actually based on search volume from Google Analytics. So Deer Creek State Park, Homestead, the Summer Dining Listicle, and the Best Trails in Utah. So if we take those keywords and use them in our strategy for creating blog posts throughout this campaign, that will help boost our numbers. And let's see, there's some information up here about our StoryJies campaign for the winter, which is why we decided to go ahead and do that again for summer. We've always said that telling the story is really the best way to get people here, because you can look at pretty pictures for any destination, but they really don't know how to implement those into their itinerary. So if we can create those things for them and tell the story, they're going to be more excited about coming here. And then I'm just going to get into some of the market analysis that we did when choosing the markets for out of state. And then just wanted to let you know that we did use data from VisaView and Google Analytics. So VisaView was analyzed from May 1st to September 30th, which is our summer fall season. And then Google Analytics was the same time frame during the same year. And then I'll show you that metric here in just a second. And then just wanted to let you know that they looked at 2020 and 2019 as well, just to look at how things were trending. So looking at the VisaView top summer fall MSAs by year. So this is from our VisaView reporting. VisaView if you're not familiar with that term, is a report that we subscribe to through Visa to gain information from all credit card and debit card transactions from Visa cards here in our county. And we can see where these spenders are coming from, and we can see what percentage are in county versus out of county, meaning we take the residents like the 84032 and 84049 zip code out of the data so that we don't skew it with our local resident numbers. But in this report, you can see 2021 is in blue, so you can see how things have grown over the years. And Los Angeles is still one of our top contenders, but Phoenix is right there on the coattails of Los Angeles, which is pretty amazing considering we haven't done as much marketing in Phoenix as we have in LA. So that's definitely one of our top markets we want to keep in mind. And then we've got Las Vegas. Denver kind of falls to the bottom of this for summer, and I think it's probably because of climate and access. Like, we're a premier destination for skiing for people in Denver because of the access to the resorts and the Icon and Epic passes. But in the summer, we're such a similar destination that they probably are not as likely to travel here as someone from Phoenix or Las Vegas who's trying to escape the heat. And then here's just a report from Google Analytics that shows something similar, except for, we're not getting as many people from Las Vegas to our website. So Los Angeles, and this is probably because this is where our marketing is pushing, Visa View is actually people who are coming here. So that's like bottom of the funnel where we can see that our marketing is working and how it's working. But the people from Los Angeles are still clicking and engaging with our website and making plans. But this, again, is for May through September. And then here are the recommendations for our summer fall 2022. So the primary markets are Los Angeles, Phoenix, Las Vegas, and then Denver. And then the emerging markets are just markets that we're keeping an eye on to see, how these numbers change and if they start to become more of a primary market, or as our budget grows, we can start marketing to these areas as well. And that includes Dallas, Seattle, San Diego, and San Francisco. And then I just wanted to give you a peek at our media flow for our summer campaign. So the PPC, the pay-per-click on Google, we've done that from beginning to end consistently because we have found that that is our biggest driver. And it's both at the top and the bottom of the funnel. So we want to make sure that we're hitting that at the beginning of our campaign and it's, following through to the very end when people are actually getting ready to travel here. And then we've got Storage Eyes that's running for about 2.5 months. For both audiences. We have paid social. There is some breaks on the social media you'll see, and that's just so that we can maximize our spend there throughout the campaign. And then we also have some budget for in-state, and that's focused on the family and the backcountry audience during our shoulder season, so April, May, September, October, and you'll notice that is specific to our shoulder season, and that's because in-state travelers are more likely to see an ad and come up that weekend, whereas out-of-state people need a little bit more lead time to plan. And then we last year were super busy working on some new collateral, and we're excited to share some of the things that we have ready. We're still working on our website. We're going to be rolling out a brand new website, and once we have that, we will share that with you. But we're hoping to have that, I think April 8th is the latest date, so stay tuned for that. But here is our new summer fall video. You can just push play on that and watch that at your leisure. It's a minute long. And then we also have that we're using for some of our digital ads. We have segmented videos that are 30 seconds and 15-second long for each audience. So we have one for the elite adventurer, one for the family, and one for the backcountry. So as you're watching this video, see if you can figure out which audience each group of people are affiliated with. And then moving on to our adventure guide and maps, we designed and have brand new Heber Valley adventure guides, as well as a separate map that has a driving map of Heber and Midway City, and then a driving map of the entire county and any major byways that we're sending people to. So we are planning to distribute this guide and map countywide. So if you are a restaurant, a retail shop, a outfitter, hotel, lodging partner, or just have visitors come into your business regularly, we would love to get you some of these. So please let us know. There's 66 guides in a box, and then our maps come like wrapped in cellophane, so we can get those out to you. And we're also working to get some brochure racks, like tabletop racks to put these in, so that you don't have to just leave them floating on your desks or, crowding up space, valuable space on your counters. And then last but not least for me is the in-state marketing co-op. So this is our first year offering this program. In the past, we've run these programs on our own and just kind of picked and choose who participated based on the season and the story and things like that. This year we're giving our partners an opportunity to have some buy-in and have some say, and also some brand awareness with this by including your logos and your information as well. So this in-state marketing co-op includes $500 worth of social media ads through the Heber Valley platforms. These are co-branded ads, so you will be tagged in these ads as long as you have active social media accounts on both Facebook and Instagram. It includes a TV segment on Fox 13 Good Day Utah or The Place, filmed at your location. It includes radio mentions on either iHeartRadio 97.1 or The Wolf. And it includes 25,000 digital billboard impressions at select locations along I-15. So if you were to go out and purchase this on your own, you would pay over $6,800 for all 4 of these options, and you can get it for just $2,500 by partnering with us. So on the bottom, you'll see some of the ads that we've run so far this year, how the co-branding works. So you see you're represented with the imagery and the logo, and then we just have our logo included as well. And then on the right-hand side, you'll see what it looks like as the co-branded sponsored post with Facebook or Instagram, and how that co-branding works. So it's Heber Valley with Soldier Hollow Nordic Center. And then
Hello everybody, I'm Jessica Turner, the Public Relations Manager for the Heber Valley Chamber and Office of Tourism and Economic Development. I'm going to give you a high-level overview of what has happened over the winter season and what we have to look forward to heading into spring and summer for 2022. We've had a very busy winter season, partially due to our fantastic relationships with Utah Office of Tourism for domestic and international media and travel trade. Also our relationship with Ski Utah and our partnership with the Park City Chamber. I would be remiss if I didn't also thank the many businesses and local chamber members and partners throughout our own Heber Valley community. So thank you to all of you that have supported our PR efforts and helped us either to host or provide lodging or other experiences in and around town. With that being said, we've hosted several media and social influencers throughout the winter season, either in group FAMs or single one-off hosted experiences. We've had some wonderful opportunities to really get in front of several journalists as well as some influencers worldwide, not just domestic, but also internationally. As we look to spring, summer, and even into the fall of 2022, we will be working with each of those partners that I mentioned before, as well as several of you throughout the community, as we work toward additional group-hosted FAMs and individual-hosted media and social media opportunities. If you'd like to drill down deeper into any of these areas or have any follow-up questions, please feel free to reach out to me directly, and I am happy to schedule a time to chat with you or answer any questions via email. Thanks so much.
So these are the different markets of our RFP.
Thank you everybody for taking the time to go through the slide. Sorry we weren't able to meet in person this last go around, but we hope to do that again soon. We really value your partnership here, and we really value the things that you guys are doing to make Heber Valley a great place. Thanks to Jessica Turner, Jessica Broadhead, and Janet Brown for all that they do for our office. They are a stellar team who provide a lot of great energy and work for our community. They love it here, I love it here, and it's so great to work with them. Feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions about this presentation, and we look forward to seeing you guys soon. Thanks.